Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. On General Hospital, Monica's death may have rocked everyone in Port Charles, but her memorial kicked off the highly anticipated debut of Erika Slezak's character. Ronnie, as fans now know her, has been polarizing since arriving at the Quartermaine mansion, and Tracy has pegged her as a con artist from the beginning. However, over time, the line between the scam of the century and the clueless scapegoat becomes murkier than ever. The timing of Ronnie's, Erika Slezak, arrival in Port Charles couldn't be worse. The optics make it appear as if her much wealthier sister passed away, and she swooped in looking for a way to secure some of the fortune. Tracy, Jane Elliott, clocked it from the beginning, immediately suspicious of Ronnie's motives on the day of the memorial. However, Ronnie vehemently denied any ill intentions regarding her appearance, and she simply wanted to know more about her sister. Still, the reading of the will was a red flag that Ronnie may have been complicit in a sinister ulterior motive. Much to everyone's shock at the reading of the will, Michael, Rory Gibson, was not given the house. Instead, Ronnie, a woman estranged from her sister for several decades, was named as the new owner of the massive estate. Ronnie was essentially a stranger to everyone who knew and loved Monica, Leslie Charleson, throughout her time in Port Charles, and she was being gifted one of the most prized possessions of the Quartermaine family. Tracy is no saint, and she and Monica had their fair share of ups and downs, but she expected more from her chosen sister. If Ronnie is truly running a scam on Tracy and the rest of the Quartermaine family, Brooke Lynn's Amanda Seton tea party was executed to perfection. At the event, Ronnie appeared belligerent, and Tracy was the first to claim she was a sloppy drunk. However, Elizabeth, Rebecca Herbst, confirmed that no alcohol was present in her drink. This gave Ronnie an aha moment, leading her to openly accuse Tracy of drugging her. Ronnie was convincing enough in her assertion that Tracy's own family members turned their back on her, siding with Monica's long-lost sister. If Ronnie's endgame on General Hospital was to get the house and get rid of the biggest thorn in the side, this was by far the way to accomplish it. Tracy has been adamant that she wasn't responsible for drugging Ronnie, but all signs point to her being vindictive enough to do so. However, it's beginning to look like Ronnie may not be a knowing conspirator in whatever hijinks are happening. While it's clear that some form of forging took place with Monica's will, Ronnie would be just as much of a victim as everyone who was left out of the will. She seemed genuinely convinced that Tracy was responsible for drugging her, and she hasn't shown any signs of negative intentions toward the rest of the family. Ronnie stood up to Drew, Cameron Matheson, on Friday's all-new episode, and also exhibited a great deal of compassion toward Quartermaine relatives such as Michael and Gio, Giovanni Mazza. Marty, Michael E. Knight, found correspondence between Monica and Ronnie, which likely gave him the idea to sabotage Tracy and create a version of the will that left everything to Monica's forgotten sibling. Originally, it seemed entirely plausible that Ronnie and Marty were in collusion to secure a windfall for each other. But now it appears that Ronnie will become just as much of a victim when the truth finally comes out. Eventually, Monica's actual will is going to surface, and Ronnie will be left with nothing. While she could still